Hey, what's going on, everybody? Morning. It's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, and I got eye crusties in Wyoming, and there was a huge dense fog this morning that covered this whole valley everywhere. I couldn't see past that outhouse when I was in that cabin down there. There's the outhouse, there's the cabin with another building next to it, and then there's another building, but these things are old, abandoned, probably part of a historical site. There's a U.S. Geological Survey marker behind the house. I think it's like a historical site, but I slept in that larger structure. It's got a sod roof. It's a log cabin. I'm guessing it's early 1900s. It's got flathead screws in the hardware, and yeah, there's the Green River and Green River Lakes, and it starts way up. It's glacier fed, so all that water back there it's bluish green all the way down the mountain, and even in the lake it's like green. It's pretty awesome, and it's really clean. There were a lot of people. There's so many people on the trail. It's almost annoying. There was one group I ran into. It was 20 people in one group, and they were all different ages, and it doesn't. So I asked them, I'm like, "You guys hiking in one big group?" And they said, "Yeah, it's a Sierra Club." And I was like, "What is that?" So he was like, "Oh, it's just a bunch of people get together all over the country and go check out nature, go mess around." But with 20 strangers and somebody's your leader telling you like, "Oh, you're not supposed to, don't cross that," like the guy was like, "Don't cross that because it's dangerous." I had just crossed it without getting wet. It was a little river crossing. And none of them, like all of them, stopped, took their shoes off. It's only like 15 feet wide, this crossing. Took their shoes off, put on like their reef socks or their flip-flops or whatever, and crossed it like that. And then it took them like as long to do that as it did for me to sit there, eat my lunch, and pack up and leave, because they're all like invading my space. I was just chilling, and they're just all up in my space. Like one dude was like within arm's distance. I was like, "Dude, what are you doing? Like, we're in the woods. Like, get away from me." Like, I don't know. Some people just don't get it. Like, I guess it really takes doing something like this to actually really get it. I mean, you just give people space. That's why we come out here in the woods. I don't come out here to hang out with 20 strangers. Are you kidding me? Everyone had bear. I still don't have bear spray. Every person I've passed has had bear spray. But yeah, it's beautiful out here. It is cold too. My hands are pretty numb. This chilly, moist air from the mountains. But yeah, there were glaciers up there, and that's where all this water came from, down there in the valley here. But yeah, there's big campgrounds. I guess out here is a good place to hitch into Pinedale. That's where I came from. If I would have known, I could have just hitched from here, right by the trail, rather than hike 12 miles to somewhere to hitch, and then 12 miles back to the trail, start hiking again. It's basically a whole day of walking, like wasted, just trying to get to town. It wasn't really wasted. I mean, it was still beautiful, but it was down a mountain and then back up a mountain. So I don't know. Wah. Trail problems. But anyway, and this stuff is wet. My goodness. Anyway, I gotta cut this video short because I got 2 days to get where I'm going in limited battery. So, yeah. I just heard some crazy echo. Sorry. It was, I don't know what the hell it was. I heard some coyotes this morning. Or wolves. I mean, some coyotes have that distinctive, like, high-pitched yelp. And then some of them sound like wolves. It's weird. It might have been wolves. Answering back to the coyotes, because sometimes the wolves will be like, hey, shut up. It's my territory. Well, there's a big old critter hole. I don't see any. That's a big one. That might be a badger. I don't see any claw marks around the hole, so maybe a rabbit. I don't know. There's tons of animal holes around here, but I gotta go. Hello, everybody. Talk to you later. Hopefully I get to come home to the East Coast after all this insanity and visit for a week or so. Just to reaffirm that I will never live there again. There's just no work that I want to do. I'm not going to work for anybody ever again. Until I can start, you know. I might for a little while. But I'm going to start working for myself. I can't do the grind anymore. It's meaningless. It's 100% meaningless. It's soul sucking. So think about that. You have the potential to make yourself wealthy. So do I. Getting up and punching a clock is horrible. But yeah, I gotta go. See ya.